Welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Saturday, and I want to thank you for stopping in for another episode of From the Desk of Dr. Ron. Now, I talked to you guys on last week, and I told you I was going to be, ramping up again. Well, this is me ramping up again. Today is Saturday, it's 12 noon. And as you can see, I want to talk to you about self health. Now, I alluded last week when I talked to you all about some of the health issues that I've been going through this year and still going through. It's not over with yet, but I felt in a celebratory mood. 2 days from now, I'll be 67 years old, and the struggle to get to 67 for this year has been tremendous. But I feel victorious. I'm going to tell you about some of the things today under this topic, self health. We have to take control of our own destiny when it comes to dealing with our health. Our health is nobody else's responsibility but our own. Whether it be mental health, whether it be physical health, spiritual health, we have to take control of our own health destiny. So, what do I mean by that? Well, let's start out by talking about some of the things that I have been through. I was having some difficulty with my vision, my cataracts. I just call it plain old eyeballs. So my cataracts were causing darkness, blurry vision, things of that nature. So I had to seek out a doctor and have my cataracts replaced. Well, due to modern technology, it's a very simplistic surgery now. They go in and they put what they call a prosthesis in. It's a crystal that allows your vision to be, 100% better than what it was. I tell everybody now that asks me about my vision, I got 4K now. I see 20/20 and 4K. So my long-term vision is 20/20. Now I still, as you can see, still have to wear reading glasses, but my reading glasses are hit and miss. Sometimes I can be looking at a piece of paper and not need my reading glasses. Sometimes I can be looking at my phone and not need my reading glasses. So they're hit and miss, when it comes to my reading glasses. But the 4K part, man, I tell you, that's a beautiful thing. I can see in 4K now. That's a beautiful thing. I love it. 4K vision is a beautiful thing. Lighting is wonderful. Everything about, my vision is the one procedure that I had that had no problems whatsoever. Had knee replacement in January of this year. I'm still suffering a little bit. My balance is still a little bit off, but my vision and my knee are well on their way to perfection. I still have to ice my knee. I still have to take precautions with dealing with swelling in my knee, but I'm well on the way. Now something else that took place that actually took me off my square a little bit. I've actually had 5 surgeries since October of last year. And those 5 surgeries all went well except the hernia surgery that I had. The hernia surgery I had, they had to go in through my groin, and it developed a bacteria, one that hadn't been around in a long time. So that has been part of my recovery that has been extremely caught off guard. Back in the beginning of June, I was in a hospital for 12 days straight, and they had to give me 12 days worth of intravenous antibiotics in order to get a hold of this very nasty bacteria that developed from the surgery. And by the grace of God, they got it under control. Now, one thing I must say that I have a team of doctors in every area that I've been dealing in that have been there from me from day one once they identified that I was not a normal healing person. Now, I got to admit, I overdid it, okay? And what I mean by that was to have as many critical surgeries as I did back to back to back was not normal. Most people would never dare do that many surgeries all within a 6 month period of time. Well, my crazy behind did. I did every one of those things back to back because I wanted to get them out the way and be well on my way into healing with things being, perfectly the way that they were supposed to come out. So because I did so many major surgeries back to back to back, I did develop some problems and complications, and the bacteria was one of them. You know, they worked on the hernia 3 times in a row. So this last one is probably 2.5 months out when they had to literally go in there and remove physically the bacteria, put it in a laboratory to determine what it was so that they know what they were treating and know how to go about it. So, and I was, very well pleased that they were able to identify it and give me the right, necessary antibiotics to help me be well on my way to recovery. Now I'm still a little tender in all these areas where they've been chopping on you, but that's to be expected. After going to surgery 3 times in your groin area, yeah, it's tender. It's healing, but it's tender. So keep me in your prayers, first of all. For those that follow me all around the world, I thank you for following me. I have been off the air literally since January was my last show. But now you understand why. It's not like I've been on vacation in the Riviera or the Bahamas. I've been going through healing crisis. And I do mean crisis. It's been rough. But I'm saying all these things to encourage people, especially men. Men, I'm talking to you right now. Sometimes men walk around and they have aches and pains and they don't, want to admit that it might be something wrong with them. Or they're afraid that if they go to the doctor, they're going to find something wrong with them and then that's going to be the end of their life. Well, if you wait too long, then it could very well be, yes. But if you take control of your health, then you have a long life ahead of you. I often think about my dad. My dad would go to the doctor and wouldn't do nothing the doctor said do. And then when he wasn't here no more, nobody can complain because, he ain't do nothing he was supposed to do to stay here. My dad died at the age of 63. I was so glad when I got to 63. I said, I got his number. I done made it past 63. I got a chance to keep on going. And that's the way I looked at it. One thing else that I want to point out that is very important, you got to get a medicine bag. What I mean by medicine bag, modern medicine or Eastern medicine as they call it, or Western medicine are 2 different planes of understanding on how they think health should go. So self-educate yourself and begin to understand what your body needs so that you can be proactive in taking your own health into your own hands with the help. of doctors. I have a good team of doctors. They have been doing their very best to stay ahead of any type of complications or any problems that I would have. So I applaud them. I thank them. They're there for me. And I also take matters into my own hands. That's why I say self-health. I got a medicine bag, what I call a medicine bag. I can go in my medicine bag and get some sea moss or some vitamin C or vitamin D or any of the vitamins that I need in order to be able to encourage a healthy, healing environment in my body. Okay? So I can't emphasize that enough. Men, create a healthy, healing environment for your body. If you need to go take some tests, go take some tests. And then once you find out what the problem is, then you go do some research. Google is wonderful. They got AI Google now that'll tell you where to find all the appropriate nutrients for your body to get past some of the things. You don't have to suffer. Okay? Get in the game. Take your health seriously. Get in the game. It's very important. Get in the game. Take your health seriously. Okay? Now, I'm going to start scheduling my Tuesday shows, because I usually do 4 shows a week. So I'm gradually working my way back into it. I talked to you all last Sunday. And today I'm talking to you from the desk of Dr. Ron once again on my Saturday broadcast. But now the Ask Dr. Ron show, I'm going to tell you what's on my mind. I am going to do a series of shows dealing with the stock market and financial understanding. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. Now, we all know that Norman Hurd is a sponsor to my show, and he has several students since we last did a show that are doing quite well. Now, the stock market did a crazy drop, 1,000 points on this past week. Then it started creeping back up. So I'm going to say probably a lot of people that understand what was going on made a lot of money. Because if it went down to a low, you was able to buy while it was on the low and then hang in there until it started creeping back up. So I'm going to say a lot of people made a lot of money if they understood what was really going on. So if you don't understand, then I need to put you in touch with Norman so that you can begin the process of understanding what's going on. So we're going to do a series of testimonials and educational shows coming up between now and September. We're going to be ramping up, getting my schedule filled up, because there's plenty of people calling me trying to get on the Ask Dr. Ron show, and I'm going to let them. So I want to talk to you about my experiences and becoming a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. And at some point in time, I'm going to be bringing on some of my alumni that are also Presidential Lifetime Achievement Awards and what they did to accomplish that honor. When you say lifetime achievement, that means you've been doing some stuff for a lifetime. And people saw you, they witnessed you, and they were willing to honor you and give you the recognition and the thank you that you deserve for what you have been doing with your life. Okay? So we're going to talk about a lot of things going forward in the new season for Ask Dr. Ron show. So let me invite you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, I want you to notice that I have several sponsors that help support, make things possible. These are just a few of them. Please click on the banners when you get over there and allow them to take you to their websites so you will be able to support them. They help make it possible for what we do here on the Ask Dr. Ron show. Coming up, we're going to continue with the network Street News Now. We're going to start a whole new season with them. So if you're interested in being a guest on that show, reach out to me. If you're interested in putting a show on that network, reach out to me. We have the ability to be able to get you on the air at Street News Now. I want to remind you once again, each and every Saturday at 12 noon, from the desk of Dr. Ron. Come on over. Check me out. Real short and to the point. Okay? We're going to start back eventually doing our Black History Moments, each and every Sunday evening. So do not hesitate, to check us out each and every Sunday. All right? And I also want to encourage you all to make donations and contributions to the show. I need your help. My birthday's coming up on Tuesday. If you just want to be a blessing to me, please, this is all the ways that we accept contributions and donations. So do not hesitate. Come on, send that money to the house. And please subscribe, like, and share. So I'm glad to be back, you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. I appreciate you guys so very much. And I look forward to coming to you real soon with more and more of what we have to offer. Self-health. Grab hold of that. Get the revelation. Self-health. That means you got to take your health into your own hands and to your own responsibility. The Bible says, physician, heal thyself. I'm going to leave you with that one. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Stay blessed. See you guys.